A torque wrench is one of the most important tools you can have in your workshop, as it will tell you exactly how tight every bolt is, so you can make sure everything is tight enough and you're not going to strip or break any bolts. Now a torque wrench to use, you first need to set. On this one we'll need to unlock it at the bottom here.
Unlock.
And we can turn the handle up onto this sliding scale over here. As we turn this handle, it's going to move up slightly until the 0 lines up with the 5 indicator, and that tells us we've set this torque wrench up to 5 Newton meters. On the other side, we have a foot-pound scale, which is the American or the imperial version of all the Newton meter torques. Please don't get these confused because they are slightly different, and 25 Newton meters will be roughly equivalent to 17 foot-pounds. So there is quite a big difference, but it is possible to get them confused. If we set our torque wrench up to 5 and we want to set it up to 6, we just turn this handle up until the 1 mark. On the rotating section of the handle, lines up with the center line of the sliding scale, and that will tell us we have 5 plus 1, which is 6. If we go another half turn, the 0 will line up with the 7 center line. That tells us we're at 7. If we set this up to 5 Newton meters and lock it again, and we just tighten up one of these casing bolts, you can see the torque wrench just gives you a very soft click, and that click is all that happens when you reach torque. It's quite a soft click, so it is easy to miss it, and I've seen a lot of people break bolts before because they didn't know how to use one of these properly. One of the most important things to do when you're finished using a torque wrench is to unwind this sliding scale all the way down to 0 again, or until there's no tension on it. This is just because there's a calibrated spring on the inside, and if you leave a torque wrench engaged for a long period of time, that spring will lose its springiness and will go out of calibration. Remember, you do get various different size torque wrenches, all the way from 5 Newton meters all the way up to a few hundred Newton meters. So always make sure you've got the correct torque wrench for the scale of things that you want to tighten.